Well, hi there. Today, wow, that's the first time I didn't succeed in that. The Land 910 knife. It's also known as San Remo Land 910 Plus. This is the story of why I sometimes buy knives in China, sometimes even without knowing what they're like, because you don't have to pay that much money, and sometimes you just stumble upon a gem. I do, however, also have to add that this one was recommended by a friend of mine, Paddy's Potato Peelers, and which was only even more of a recommendation for me. Well, what we have here is a knife with some similarities to a $400 knife, I think. And this one is on flash sale at GearBest at the moment for $14.38, which I find extremely cheap. That's because it is a very, very nice knife. I have no problem recommending this. As Paddy said, it's sometimes difficult to recommend a knife because, well, other people think the same as you. But, well, you know, I present it for you and I tell you about it, and then it's up to you. I usually start at the tip and then I work my way down the knife and tell you about it. And if we start at the tip, the blade is a flat grind. Has some nice grinding pattern, very soft and subtle, and a little bit of a flat edge here. Very small blue colored thumb stud. I don't think it's gonna get in the way of cutting, and I don't think it's gonna get in the way of grinding this knife. If we look at the back side of the blade, I'll just try to make it focus. Well, at least you can see it's a 910 Plus, and you can see that the steel is said to be 12C27 steel. This steel is supposed to be holding a rather good edge, and it's supposed to be the sort of steel that doesn't chip, but more rolls. It would be used in razors and so on. So the advantage of the edge not rolling, not chipping, but rolling, is that, of course, you don't have you don't have to grind it deeply every time. You just strop it, and the rolled edge, micro bevel, will be straightened out again. Sorry for a bit of lengthy explanation there, but that's the way it is. I think it's going to be a steel that has to be sharpened a little more often than the more expensive steels, but if that's okay with you, then no problem, I think. Then we have the handle, very nice handle. I think it is, I know it is FRN sort of handle with a little bit of grippiness. I think you can see there's a bit of a pattern in it. Very clean presentation side, and as you can see, the lanyard hole, the insert there is very nicely colored, so that it doesn't stick out visually very much. Backside, we have a pocket clip. It's rather simple, polished pocket clip. Not that deep carry. I tend to like my pocket knives totally deep carry, but you can't get it all, can you? The pocket clip is both right and left side, so for you lefties, there's even a possibility for you. It's ambidextrous more or less, and even put in a screw here to plug the hole, so to speak. Fit and finish. Very, we start at the blade again. Very nicely rounded off at the blade. I've seen knives, I would say 10 times as much, that wasn't this nicely rounded at the blade. We have a bit of jimping and this is not destroying your thumb, but it's grippy. The whole knife is slightly rounded off. Nothing sharp, round edges, a bit of jimping on the frame lock as well, and even rounded there. If you hold it like you would normally, I don't think there are any particular hot spots. And what I like even more, this some thumb stud is nicely rounded as well. Even much more expensive knives has some thumb studs with sharp edges, but not this one. We have to take a look at the centering, which is absolutely perfect. Very nice, and the action is smooth as butter. It is on ball bearings, and you really feel it. It is so smooth, and I just have to take care of my thumb. It falls shut, and it has not the strongest detent, but it's a reasonable detent. I don't think you can shake it out just like that anyway. Just a very, very good action, which I like quite a lot. I forgot to tell you that the blade out of the box was extremely sharp. Nothing to complain about there. Ergonomically, we have a very good grip, no hot spots on the reverse. As I already said, this is super nice this way, and I don't know, draw cut, not that good. As I said in previous videos, I don't recommend draw cut very much. Please don't cut against yourself unless you have to. You can't choke up on this one. You have the possibility to hold it just like that. The size fits my hand perfectly. I am a size 9, and some people tell me that I have big hands. I don't know, but it fits my hands very nicely anyway. And I just have to show you that action once again. It is so nice. In the time I've carried this in my pocket, and I used it a little bit at work, it's light carry, light use, I've been so pleased with this one, and I have no problem calling it a gem, especially at $14.38. That's insanely cheap, I think, and it is an insanely good knife for that money. I paid 15.5, so I don't feel very cheated, but $14.38 is of course even better. So yeah, go ahead and get it if you're into a knife. Into this sort of knife. I'll put some data in the end of the video, like weight, size, length, and so on, so you can have a look at them. With this, I'd just like to ask you to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to, and I'll wish you a very nice evening, day, whatever it is in your country. Bye bye.